issue. Yes. Anyway. Okay.
Moving on.
Yes.
At the table with Hype Central.
Raw. And
What
your
you got?
children?
What would they say about me?
Yes.
They'd probably say I'm a nut. They'd probably say I've been stern. There have been times that, some people back in the day used to go to the river. Mine used to go to the garage. If there were seasons and times of correction. They knew what that time meant, but look at them today. Like I said, the oldest is a part of Walmart. One is managing, right? Is that correct? Managing Progressive Leasing. Another one is at Car Shield. And I think
at
the other one
Chipotle.
is at Chipotle,
Managing.
just past supervisory management. So,
Yeah.
with that country song, must be doing something right. Well, go ahead. What else you got?
No, what would I say?
And what would Renee say about Charles? Let me sit down. Oh, I am sitting.
Yes, you were sitting down already.
I am crossing my fingers,
Woo.
and I am waiting. What you got?
Okay.
Let me help you out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What's the silliest thing you've ever done?
The silliest thing I ever done. Silliest thing I ever done. Well, one of the things they said was silly, as a matter of fact, since you mentioned NFA. One day it was a horrendous rain downtown Chicago. And I'm not big on carrying umbrellas downtown Chicago because of the wind, just take it away or tear up your umbrella. So by the time I got to work, I was dripping wet, and I don't carry wallets, and I just happen to have a pocket full of cash.
Wallets or keys? Okay.
And yeah, I don't like keys either. But anyway, all the dollars got wet. I'm being nice when I say dollars. There were other bills in there, but just dollars for the sake of the audience. And I'm big on, having what's necessary on the job. So I happen to already have an iron. Y'all see where it's going, right? So I happen to have an iron at work. But at this particular, because I used to come into work so early, so my clothes are already taken care of. I laid a foundation for the day being started, so it was quiet. So
You did not.
yes, I did. So I had a bunch of wet bills, heated up the iron, and I started ironing. And guess who walked in on me? One of my coworkers, and I'll just say his name starts with a C. He couldn't help himself. He ran back to his office, grabbed his cell phone, and started recording. So they would probably say that's the silliest thing. But for me, it was a chore that needed to be done. My money was wet, and I needed to dry it. How about that? Just saying. Just saying. What else you got?
Yeah, so I know in particular that you are a movie person. What are your top 5 movies?
Top 5. And for the sake of those that are listening, this list that she has, I on purpose did not look at the list. I kind of gave her a structure of what I wanted to do because this is my way of letting you see a little of us as I go into what I was given to do. So a couple of movies or films come to mind. I'm going to say first and foremost, G-O-T. Game of Thrones, first and foremost. I know there are other movies out there. I know. But I would say Game of Thrones, because even now, I don't care. I don't know how many times I've seen that movie. But even now, I just thought it was well made, well produced, well presented. The actors brought it. The writers did it. Everybody that was involved, I think their product was excellent. But anyway, Game of Thrones will be one. I love The Wire. I know that's old. I love The Wire. Back in the day. If you don't know what any of these are, just Google it. You'll find out. I love The Sopranos. I know again that's old. Um, I loved The Dark Knight, the very first one. I might be saying it wrong. When they changed the character, when they changed the lead for Batman, but the first one that came out, the modernized one. Like that. I liked, believe it or not, I liked Aliens and Predator. What was that, Sanaa Lathan? She played in. I know, I love Aliens first. The Aliens that allowed Sanaa to come on and do that particular one. But all of the Aliens after, I like Aliens 1, Aliens 2, and 3 took a little getting used to, but definitely 1 and 2. Predator when it first came out. I'm missing some, but it's at the spur of the moment. But yeah.
Well, these are your top 5.
Yeah.
There are some that deserve honorable mention.
But this includes shows, TV as well, because I mentioned
one.
what
Only
came
mentioned
on
one
free.
movie.
Yeah.
All the rest were shows.
Well, Top Gun would be another one, or the original. I know it's been like, I haven't seen the new one yet. Y'all let me know how it is, but one, I remember, one was good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something else that there was another movie. Oh, what's the one, Bruce Willis. I want to say, is it Armageddon? Is that the name?
The oil one, where they went to the moon?
When they went to the moon?
Armageddon.
Armageddon. Love
That's my
Armageddon
movie,
when it
yeah.
first came down.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got for now. Oh, Devil Wears Prada. That lady bought it. What is her name? What is her name? She bought it. Love it. Y'all can let me know later. Devil Wears Prada. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough for that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be talking about those things later as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how do I want to say this one? How do you get to know somebody? New people.
Well, since I already said there was apprehension,
Mm-hmm. Right.
when it comes to, well, I'm going to add when it's people I want to know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm the one off in the cut, watching. I'm the one observing. I'm listening to your words. I'm listening to your presentation. I'm watching how you interact with people. And I'm looking for similarities. If it's someone I want to get to know, and I know they're at a certain spot at a certain time, like on jobs or coworkers or something like that, I make myself, maybe I shouldn't say make myself available, but I come in the vicinity and I get a little closer and I find ways to cross their paths. I'll just say it that way. That's all I can think of now. Other than that, they have to come to me. But if I want to get to know people, I'm observing, I'm listening, and I think everybody does the same thing. It's just some people are more personable. Some people, that's just their makeup to be sociable. But I'm a little bit different. I need to see if our signals are kind of in agreement. If the energies are, I know I'm exaggerating right now, but am I really exaggerating? Am I exaggerating? Because, have you ever been somewhere in a place, in a grocery store, in a room, and certain people come by, and you almost have to say, what was that? They didn't say a word to you. They didn't say a word. They just walked by you, or they come into a room, and not only you ain't the only one, but everybody look up. They didn't say anything. They're dressed like you. Nothing about that stands out, nothing. But it's something, so even that, so if there's...
The spirits connect.
Okay. But, so I pay attention to all of that, so...
Is that the way it was with you and your wife? Even though you were way younger.
Well, the only thing I say about that is she talked about her dogs, I'll just be frank. I was in the alley, and because we lived at one end of the block or the other, and I looked down and I saw this girl with a dog. It was a Doberman. I don't know if two was at the time, but I know one for sure. And I'll just say the eyes met, and I just talked about playfully, signals, electricity, but something struck, and I was struck and dumbfounded at that point, and that's how it all started.
Okay.
I'm not just saying that for
too deep.
kudos.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that for kudos. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Again, once people get to know me, they know, they'll know
They'll know.
that
Mhm.
I only speak sometimes when spoken to, and I say just enough to make my point.
Yep. Absolutely. Trust and believe. Unless he's in the pulpit.
And I try to say what I mean. I try to say what I mean to say. I
Mhm.
say what I mean, and I mean what I say. And of late, I try to communicate while I have the chance to communicate.
Mm. So if you had, now if you could be anybody for one day, who would that be and why?
If I could be anybody for one day,
Mm-hmm.
who would that be? And it doesn't matter who.
Alive or not, anybody.
I'll give you a answer, but it's probably not the answer. Let me drink water, so all this time is just not going away. I want to do the obvious for a day.
One day, 24 hours.
Okay, leaving character out, not saying this person doesn't have character, because they obviously, I would think, have a lot of character. But because of the means and wherewithals available to him at this present time, I would say probably Jeff Bezos. I don't know anything about him, and that's why I said what I said. I don't know anything about him, and you know why I'm saying that? Because of the means and wherewithals he has available to him. Because of the social climate and the environment that we live in, so much can be done with the resources available to him. Not only him, Elon Musk,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about the economic side, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I know some of it can just be, what people can be helped with just, information and knowledge, financial information and stuff like that. I got that.
Mm-hmm.
But immediate needs, so much can be done with the resources. But that would be the only reason why.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, because of the faith that I have, I'm just as wealthy as he is now.
Mm-hmm.
But you asked, that's my answer.
Alrighty. If you had money,
What I just talked about?
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
and could do anything for a group